Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. We got some news, we got some rumors to get into as AFC Wildcard Weekend is almost here. The games get going this Saturday, and the Chiefs will get to find out who they play on Sunday night. Subscribe. We'll have a preview of that matchup. All right, Anthony Hitchens looks like he is back after missing the past couple of games on the COVID-19 reserve list. He, of course, was at close contact there. Tweeted that he was back in the Chiefs building on Wednesday. He's fired up. And this is big, right? At least to a certain degree, because while Anthony Hitchens hasn't been great here in 2020, the Chiefs are pretty thin at linebacker. Willie Gay's banged up. Damian Wilson's been in and out. Ben Neiman is a bit banged up as well. So getting your veteran linebacker back in there, if nothing else, to provide that leadership is very, very important come playoff time. Here's what he had to say on Twitter yesterday. Glad to be back in the building today. Appreciate y'all boys getting that by. Much needed time to get back to work, which is true, right? Like when guys don't practice for a couple of weeks, it's going to take a few days to get back up to speed and, get your wind back underneath them. So that'll be good for Anthony Hitchens. Get back out there for practice, run around a bit, get those lungs pumping, and come next weekend when the Chiefs play their first playoff game in the Divisional Round, he should be fully locked and loaded. Statistically, kind of an average season. He's kind of an average on-field player at this point, but he's a vocal leader on this defense, knows how to play, and having him out there is certainly a good thing overall for the Kansas City Chiefs. If you love the Chiefs, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody who has subbed already. We're approaching 12,000 subscribers. Let's continue to keep the train rolling. And if you guys missed our video yesterday, Eric Bieniemy replacements, if he gets, or if not fired, if he takes a head coaching job, someone's got to be the offensive coordinator of this team. I put 5 candidates together. Go check that out. We're rooting for our guy, Eric Bieniemy, to be this team's or an NFL head coach very, very soon. So go check that out, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. The Texans don't want Eric Bieniemy. Could it be? That's how it seems. Adam Schefter says the Texans have not requested an interview for Bieniemy, which is very, very strange because he's literally at the top of most teams' lists, and the Texans are a perfect fit for Eric Bieniemy, yet it doesn't appear that the Texans will interview him. Not only have they not done so already, there's no plan to, apparently, and the Houston Texans just continue to be a very funky franchise. More on that in a second. We know EB has interviewed with these 5 teams: the Atlanta Falcons, the Detroit Lions, Jags, Chargers, Jets. All 5 of those teams requested and got interviews with Eric Bieniemy, but the Texans were like, nah, bro, why would we take a look at probably the top candidate out there, or at least one of them, when we have a similar quarterback to Patrick Mahomes that Eric Bieniemy could help develop even more than Deshaun Watson is already? The Houston Texans are clueless. This is just, it makes no sense to me. It's great for the Chiefs because while I think Eric Bieniemy is going to get a head coaching job, they won't have to face him coaching Deshaun Watson because that could have spelled trouble in the future for Kansas City, because I think Bieniemy would have been a perfect fit for the Houston Texans. But, hey, they hired one of the Patriots front office members, and they haven't had a good draft in like 9 years. So that shows how things are going with the Houston Texans. But, hey, Eric Bieniemy, we're wishing him the best. We're behind you on the Chiefs report. I know Andy Reid's continuing to pledge for EB to get a head coaching job. He deserves one. We'd love to keep him in Kansas City, but I think he'll be a head coach. It just won't be with the Houston Texans because, hey, they're a stupid franchise. Get going with our sports betting partner, BetUS, at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. You can bet on Wild Card Weekend at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Get signed up, get deposited. Use that promo code Chiefs125. That'll get you a 125% deposit bonus when you sign up. Be like me. Put down $100, get $125 for free. I've been floating on that cash all NFL season long. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. And you, of course, can bet on these wild card games. You got the Colts at the Bills. You got the Ravens at the Titans. Browns at the Steelers. Should be a lot of fun. And just thinking of these games as well as we kind of move forward for the Chiefs come playoff time. Obviously, if the Colts beat the Bills, that's who Kansas City plays because the Chiefs will get the lowest seed remaining. So they could play anyone from 4 to 7. They could play the Titans. They could play the Ravens. They could play the Browns. They could play the Colts. No chance they could play the Bills and Steelers this weekend because there will be a lower seed remaining in the divisional round. They won't play Pittsburgh or Buffalo. It would have to be the AFC title game. But it will come down to Tennessee, Baltimore, Cleveland, or Indianapolis based on who the lowest seed remaining is. That is who Kansas City will play in the divisional round next weekend. I know I'm going to be watching these games to see which team Kansas City plays. So who do you want to see the Chiefs play? Type TEN for the Titans, type BAL for the Ravens, type CLE for the Browns, IND for the Colts. I'm still with the Browns. I'm typing my CLE. I think the Cleveland Browns are the team to face. That being said, they don't have their coach. A couple of players are down with COVID. I don't find it super likely that they beat Pittsburgh, but you never know. Which one of these four teams would you like to play in the divisional round of the AFC playoffs? Now, speaking of those playoffs, is Patrick Mahomes going to be playing angry? We might get angry Mahomes for the first time in his career. We always talk about angry Rodgers, and we got angry Rodgers this season. He's probably going to win an MVP over Patrick Mahomes, and I think Mahomes could come out with something to prove because not only is Rodgers looking like he's going to win it now, Josh Allen has now passed him in the latest betting odds. Those guys have had great seasons, but I think Mahomes will take that personally after he had a fantastic season himself. He led the Chiefs to a 14-1 record in his 15 starts. That's pretty damn fantastic. I would love to see angry Mahomes during this postseason. Look at the year he had in 15 games. Pretty incredible, right? 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns, 6 picks. Quarterback rating of 108. I'm not going to sit here and say Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen aren't worthy candidates, but for them to just skyrocket past Mahomes in the latest MVP odds because he sat in Week 17 and Rodgers finished strong, I guess that's fine. I got no problem with Rodgers winning it. He had an insane season as well. 48 touchdowns to just 5 picks. He probably played his way into into winning the MVP race. I still stand by that Patrick Mahomes was much better against stronger opponents and in common games, but it's a 16-game sample size, and Rodgers did put up better raw numbers. And you look at the latest MVP odds, this is why I think we might get angry Mahomes. Mahomes isn't even going to finish top 2. It doesn't look like. Rodgers has run away with it. Allen has surpassed him based on a pointless Week 17 game, basically, because literally a week ago, Mahomes was way ahead of Allen. Allen beats the Dolphins in 2.5 quarters, and he's way ahead of Mahomes now. Makes no sense whatsoever, but something tells me Patty Ice, as I'm going to start calling him because Matty Ice isn't worthy, will get the last word when it comes to the postseason. Mahomes, Allen in the AFC title game, who says no to that? Obviously, the big goal for Mahomes, the big goal for the Chiefs is that Lombardi trophy in February. Will the Chiefs win Super Bowl 55? We'll leave you with this one. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Will Kansas City repeat as Super Bowl champs? Let me know in the comments. And hey, we're going to be here the entire way because that's what we do here on the Chiefs Report. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Twitter at HGramNFL, and we'll see you very, very soon.